Yo, Creed, what up? It's a Clint in his car member update episode. You hadn't seen one of these in a minute. Bringing them back, baby. All right, hey, let's get to it. We got several things to discuss. Some of these things only apply to in-person members. Some of these things only apply to Creed virtual members, and then some of these things apply to both. So let's start with what applies to both. First, goals. Goals, goals, goals! Turn in your goal sheet, baby. We coming after you. We coming after you. We probably had about, I would say, maybe 30 to 40% of the entire membership turn in their goals so far. And we're getting after the rest of y'all. So go ahead and turn them in, baby. We're going to harass you till you turn them in. Why are we doing that? Because our goal as coaches is to help you become your best self. And setting goals is an important part of that. So we're going to stay after you there. A few thoughts and reflections after reviewing some of some of these goal sheets and sending some text to members. Number one, a lot of members asking for accountability. Great. I highly value accountability, and I think that's something that we do well at Creed, but probably could do even better. Here's something I want to put in your mind, plant a little seed. You know, having an accountability partner is great, and it's super helpful. But don't wait around for your accountability partner to check in with you, okay? So I would recommend, we've got a few members that do this with me, but this is not the norm. Hold yourself accountable to checking in with your coach. Don't wait around for them to check in on you. And yes, we need to check in with you guys more consistently, definitely, and we're going to be doing that. But don't wait for that. Give us a report, give us a check-in before we have to ask you for one. All right, that will help you become more accountable every week. So do that. Also, some of you fell for the trick question on the goal sheet. The trick question is, in which of these areas do you want to focus in Q3? Focus means, all right, if I'm shooting a gun and I'm trying to focus and aim, I'm focusing on one thing. You can't focus on 4 or 5 different things at once, okay? I know you want it all. I know every one of you guys, you want to be as lean as you can, as strong as you can, as consistent as you can be, strong mindsets, great relationships, performing well at work. That's great. I want it all too. However, sometimes you have to focus your attention on one or the other. You kind of have to pick and then kind of tighten that area up, and then you can sort of move on to the next area. So consistency is something that we can always work at. So, but like it's getting leaner versus getting stronger. You can do both at the same time, but it's very difficult. So what I would recommend doing, guys, is focusing on, all right, what do you really want to do right now? If I made you only pick one, what would it be? Do you want to get leaner right now, or do you want to get stronger? And let's focus and dial in our attention on that specific goal. So, and we're going to be, connecting with you and contacting you to help you kind of narrow that down. Also, a lot of confusion around lead versus lag measures. There was a video I did. If you go to our YouTube channel, there was a video I did talking about how to do a quarterly goal check-in. The name of the video right now is escaping my mind, but it deals with this idea of lead versus lag measures. So look, guys, stepping on a scale and monitoring your weight loss is a lag measure. When you step on the scale, what's done is done. You've either hit your workouts, you've either stayed away from liquid calories, you've either stayed away from carbs in the evening or not, right? You've either eaten too many calories or you've eaten the proper amount of calories, which is going to result in the weight going down. but stepping on the scale is after the fact. So that's a lag measure, okay? Monitoring your strength is a lag measure. You know, when you perform a lift and you execute a lift and you find your max, well, you're measuring, did you perform the exercises? Did you hit your sets of strength? Did you stay after and work on bench press? If that's one of your goals, you want to get stronger bench press. So just monitoring your strength, you're monitoring what happened already. You're either stronger or you're not. So a lead measure is more like, okay, I'm going to work on bench press 3 days a week. Even if, you know, the workout doesn't call for it, I'm going to stay after and I'm going to hit some bench press. Here's a lead measure. Ask my coach, how often and what kind of sets and reps should I, you know, hit weekly for bench press. That's a lead measure. If you ask your coach that question, you're likely to increase your strength. Does that make sense? So a lead measure predicts the outcome. A lag measure is after the fact. You either gained weight or you lost weight. It's after the fact. So think about those lead measures as you're thinking about goals. Okay, we're already 6 minutes in. I got to speed this up. Social distancing in the gym. Let's do a little better job, guys. You know, look, if it's a bigger class, try to stay in your square. If you're uncomfortable and you know you're feeling like, hey, we're not doing a good job of social distancing, ask the coach. Say, hey, can we get that garage door up? Can we open up the front door? And if you feel like you really want to protect yourself, step outside, put your equipment right outside the garage door so that now you're in open air and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. We have members that, you know, have people close to them that are high risk and stuff like that. So we've got different members with different levels of comfort. So just be mindful of that when you're in the gym. Also, cleaning stuff. If you guys could continue to bring some of your own cleaning stuff, that would help the effort a ton. We're going through that stuff fast, and it's hard to come by. So thank you again to Lance, our connection, our Publix connection. All right, Lance is a manager over there at Publix, and he's able to set stuff aside for us. If we didn't have him, I don't know what we do, because we're using a lot of this disinfectant stuff. So bring your own stuff if you can. Okay, last couple things. This is for virtual only. So virtual peeps. Number one, we've got 2 different class sign-ins for you, specifically for you, in Wodify. What this helps with is 2 things. One, it helps hold you accountable. So you can go in just like our in-person members. You can go in and you can reserve a time slot. So we've got like I don't know, it's like 7 or 8 p.m. or something. You can reserve that time slot, basically indicating I'm going to do my virtual workout today. That helps with accountability. And then the second thing that does is it allows you to track your results. Now you can, when you sign in, you can add your result and you can record in Wodify what your weights were, what your time was on the Metcon, et cetera, et cetera. So virtual peeps, be sure you're logging in for that stuff, and that helps, okay? Also, for the time being, we're going to postpone Zoom workouts. It's obvious that is not the favorite form of getting these virtual workouts in. And I realize that doing, you know, a Zoom class in conjunction with an in-person class is not ideal. I get that. But for now, we're going to stop doing Zoom. We're going to continue doing our recorded workouts on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We will continue to do our Facebook Live workout on Tuesday, Thursday morning, just like normal. So you guys can tune into those. And then remember that all of the demo videos are done 6 days per week, and they're all in Wodify under the Creed Virtual at Home tab, okay? Now, since we're taking away Zoom, what we're going to do there is, and I reached out to a lot of you virtual peeps, whether it was this week or maybe been the week before, but anytime, this is unlimited, anytime you want to have a form check, okay, you want to check your form on this lift or that move, or this move or that move, take a short video of yourself, do it kind of from a side or a kind of diagonal angle. If you do straight ahead, we can't see your form as well. That's why a lot of times in the gym, we're looking at you from the side. We can see your body positioning better from the side. So take that video kind of from the side and shoot that to your coach. If you don't know who your coach is, your coach is the one who's reaching out to you about your goals. All right. If you don't know who that person is, or maybe they haven't reached out, you can always send them to me. Okay. So just say, hey, coach, I got a question about my push-up. I got a question about my power clean. Send that video to us, and we'll critique it and send you a video back on some form stuff. So I think that's it, gang. Holler at me if you got any questions. Y'all keep getting after it. Talk to you soon. Creed on 3. 1, 2, 3. Creed.